Hey guys! Okay, recording officially on. Thanks for hopping on. We wanted to kind of share our brains, and I know one thing I love is, and Caitlin does too, is like hearing from other coaches or in other pages when they kind of give their game plan, and we can kind of see what we can pull and what works for us, and just really use each other, especially during busy seasons. We know holiday brain, what it can do. So having that game plan, being prepared, and taking out the unnecessary things to keep us focused and not overwhelmed, that's the game plan. So basically what we are going to do for you tonight is give you our exact plan, our dates, why we picked the dates, kind of just into our brain with a few tips or notes and or reasonings, and through the next December, January, and February. And why did we pick 3 months? I'm almost finished with 12 weeks in a year. I know some of you guys are reading it too, and I just am obsessed with the thought process of it and being able to be focused when you aren't so overwhelmed with such long-term goals. So break everything down into shorter things that you can feel accomplished with. So I'm going to just start off with like, why now? Clearly all of you guys are on here. Like, you are telling us, you're telling yourself that you value this business. You know that it is something, regardless of where you are at, rank, income, I don't care about any of that. You believe in this company, in this business, and the team, our team, your future team. So you're on here because you want to go to the next level. And right there, like, pat yourself on the back, wave your hands up and down, because you are already ahead of the norm. The normal people in December, they're overwhelmed, they're stressing out about Christmas presents, any kind of job or health or whatever that they're doing, they slack off and they tell themselves, I'm going to wait until January. In January, I'll do it. You guys, like, just as fast as November just passed us and left us, December is going to do that same thing. So be ahead. It's never busy. What is that quote, Kate? You just said never busy in the extra mile.
Go the extra mile. It's never crowded.
Never, yeah. So, like, we are all on here, and you are all on here telling yourself. So now you just have to do some steps. You have to follow through with this mindset, and you will be there, and you'll come out in the next 30, 60, 90 days ahead of the people that waited until January, mid-January, February to get a game plan. So first tip, number 1, massive follow-ups. So if you are a brand new coach, because I know, like, we have probably a few brand new coaches on here. So the word massive might be overwhelming to you because you haven't been doing this very long and you're like, whoo, I haven't talked to a massive amount of people. That's okay. But anybody, basically, go down your back office if you have been a coach for a while. Check back in with everybody. Massive follow-ups. Don't hesitate. Don't question yourself. Don't think twice. You are not being greedy or selfish by this act. You are serving others. You are giving them a gift, the most important one, which is their health, that's going to not just satisfy them right now, it's going to help their future with their families. So do not hesitate or feel like you have this weird agenda. You don't. Like, this is a hard job, but it's so freaking rewarding. And if you share that and you document the gift that we have. Massive follow-ups. Contact everybody, first of all, that's ever ordered from you. Maybe they stopped ordering from you. Maybe they're still ordering from you. And we're going to talk about what we're going to be starting next week that you need to get them back into or continue them on. talk to all of your family, your friends, the people you just saw at Thanksgiving, whoever you've came in contact with that you've had any kind of conversation with, and tell them about what we're going to be talking about. The thing is that this job is a communicating job. Bottom line, we're communicating. We're communicators. We get to post on our Facebook. We don't have that direct response unless you're doing a live video, but you're communicating with what you're doing. You're having to put your thoughts, your actions into words with a picture sometimes not, on social media. That's communicating. Take that to the next step and send a message, not a spammy 5-paragraph message with your link at the bottom. Please, no, don't do that. But start a little conversation, ask a question, get to know somebody, and just be genuine with what? Oh no. Be genuine, come from the heart with that. And I promise you will not feel salesy or weird at all.
Okay, I have a little tip, which someone just got on, Roxanne. I think you just need to mute her.
Okay.
The tip that I have is, so, it's December and not everyone's going to want to get healthy in December, which is fine, but everyone and their dog and their mom wants to get healthy January 1st. And when January 1st comes around, people are going to think, okay, I need to join a gym. I need to do this. I need to do that. Like, they're going to go through the thought process of what's going to make them change and what's going to make them be healthier and have a better 2017. And ultimately what's going to make them connect with you is you, and showing up all of December and them seeing your posts and your workouts and recipes and them thinking to themselves, God, I can get recipe help from her. I can't cook worth crap. And she's going to help motivate me when no one's going to motivate me at the gym. Like, you're being the voice now, which, yeah, the girl might not sign up right now, but she's watching you. Whoever it is, she's out there, she's watching you, and she wants you. She needs you and your help and your tips and everything that we learn with coaching. So don't feel like, all month long it's a waste. It's not. It's building for January, for February, for March. And I love that. I love that we're about to give you the next, all the way until February, our game plan, just because it's not just about January and quitting. It's not just about doing a thing for 2 weeks and being gone. Like, let's create this game plan to let people consistently see us and want to join us because they know we're long-term.
And so, yes, for sure. Love that. One thing that gets overwhelming and kind of is like sucks the energy sometimes, and sometimes it sucks the joy out of you, is Facebook scrolling. It takes up so much time. It's literally time consuming because the minutes they are gone when you start scrolling. And I know you have people on there that you love and you want to see and you want to comment on their pictures. I get it. But you guys, especially those of you who are like crazy busy, which we're all crazy busy, but like I'm saying, like crazy insane, working, never home. Don't use your time scrolling on Facebook. Like, literally, if in your power hour it is you think, I have to comment on people's pictures so I'll show up in their feed, X out that step in your power hour, because that is not serving you right now if it's wasting your time. Okay, so if you are sucked into the scroll, stop. Now, if you have free time and you finished up with what you can do and you're just like wanting to do it to relax, not work your business, that's different. I'm just saying. But I mean, like, I don't have that time. So I'm like, if I'm not going to be commenting on your pictures, don't take it personally. I usually am not on Facebook a lot. I just try to hop in, post, hop out so I can be with my kids.
It's so easy to just waste time on Facebook. I mean, literally today, Finn was napping, and I literally like said out loud to myself, oh my God, stop, like get off the news feed. I think that the reason we do that is because we don't know what to do. We don't know where to start. And that's why it's so, so smart. The night before, the next day, or the morning of, like, write down what you want to do that day, whether it's just three things or whatever it is. And so you have that list, because that's what I have to do to get myself off the newsfeed. I have to, like, look at my calendar, look at my list. It's like, what can I do? Give me something to do that I can focus my brain on, because it wastes so much time. And Brandy Box, which is it's our up line, she said it today in a training that we watched, and she said, you can live your life through other people, and you can look at all their Thanksgiving pictures and all of their crap, and you can, know everything about everyone else, or you can live your life for yourself and not worry about what everyone else is doing, and just do you, regardless of what everyone else is doing. And your time is going to be so much more productive. And I love that, because it's so true. I shouldn't know what everyone did for Thanksgiving. I do, because I scrolled Facebook, but I shouldn't. If I was working my business like I should when I'm on my phone, spending time on my phone, it should be working and doing something that's going to help me be productive.
You may be thinking, well, I don't know what to do to be productive. And let me tell you what I did for you guys this morning really early. So I really did this for myself just because of that exact thing. But I wrote down my must-dos each day. This is really simple, like basic. And I tried to type it out for us in a pretty Word document, and it sucked. So I emailed it to Landy, and she is going to make it a little prettier and spaced out, like have some lines. And then she's going to email it back to me probably tonight or in the morning. So I am going to post that. And what I'm doing is I'm going to print out one page, probably front and back, so I don't waste a lot of paper, now through February. So December, I'm going to print 3 months out. And that's kind of what I'm going to staple them together, and that's what I'm going to use. So you guys can do that too. It's super simple. I'm like cutting out the unnecessary, and this will maybe help you if you kind of sit around and you're like, what should I do? This is going to direct you. I even put like a space for a check mark that I can check it off. And, if you need to like write names down or follow up things, I'm going to do that. It's not a lot of jittery junk. It's just simple, clean, and a game plan for me to be focused. You can call it a cheat sheet, whatever you want to call it. So I did that this morning. So I want to jump into our dates and tell you about 2 things that we're starting next week, and then I'm going to break those down for you. So when you're following up, when you're doing all of those messaging and talking to people, and you're posting this week, some of you are already posting about it, and I love it. The first thing is a group called Fitmas in December. I don't know what we're really calling it. Fitmas, which is like Fitness in December, or Christmas. Fitness and Christmas. There you go. And Kate and I are doing a group. We've extended it to our personally sponsored coaches, but I know some of the other teams are doing it too. We're doing like countdown giveaways. And our requirement is that they have to be on Shakeology HD, because we all truly believe in Shakeology. It's the game changer and what we need every day. So that's our requirement for the group. That's the only requirement. So we're reaching out to old groups that you haven't posted in months. Maybe you open a new group each month. Go back through your past months and just pop in there, do a little live video or make a little picture and say, hey, you guys, do you want to jump back in December? Let's end the year strong. And I'm going to have some giveaways. If you're getting no's, if you're hearing the... Okay, hold on
for a second. So just to explain it a little bit better, this is a real challenge group. This is our last challenge group of 2016, which I told Deidre is crazy. Like, we have one more in December, and this is it. And it's a 20-day group for us, which is not ideal, because the 21-day fix, you need 21 days. So Deidre and I have decided it's the best we can make of it. As in, here's your home for accountability and workout motivation, and what we mean is you don't have to buy a new program. You can literally go dust one off that you bought 6 months ago. The only requirement is that you have to drink Shakeology every day. So the hope is that people are like, okay, well, I'm out of shakes, so I'm gonna need to order another bag. Or maybe they have a bag that they haven't used and it's just sitting there. That's great. Dust it off and get it, use it. We're not requiring anyone to order. We are just wanting to motivate people to do this last challenge group with us. Now, while we're doing that, Deidre and I still, like all of us, we still have to hit Success Club 5 or 10 in December, and that, that's still a goal. But I'm not expecting to get my Success Club points from this December 5th challenge group. I'm letting this group be, if I do, that's great, but it's really just for rekindling old relationships and letting people have another start in December. And I'm really hoping to get my Success Club points from people that are wanting to start in the new year, which it's kind of stressful. I don't want to have to wait till the end of the month. So I'll be advertising all of December, but I'm just not expecting, I just want this group to be open to all, so that everyone has a chance.
Yeah, drinking Shakeology. So yeah, because that's that real, full in check on, we're going to take it more seriously group. And so we, in order for them to take it really seriously, we want them to have their shakes.
Our group starting December 5th, and it's 20 days. So we end December 24th. And the 2 weeks in the group, the 12th? The 12th through the 18th, we're doing 12 days of giveaways. And this is something you can do yourself. Or if you're one of our PS coaches, you can be in our group with us. This group is meant to be fun and motivating and not super distracting that they can't keep up with life, but just a place that they can, check in and have some accountability in December.
Yeah, we've done one. This is our third one, and it's always like, I love it. They're so fun.
People love.
Yeah. If you're a newer coach in here and you have a few friends that are like, have been telling you, oh yeah, I want to sign up with you, like just send them a message and say, hey, my coach has we have this really cool group going. You can win a prize. Do you want to jump in? Because you might be surprised people that are ready, or maybe they've asked for this as their Christmas gift and, they get to order it early. Or, you just never know. Some people get money for Christmas and they can maybe say, hey, mom or dad, can I have my money early? I mean, you just don't know what people's life situations are. So don't count anybody out by what you think it is. Just be open. And if you get a yes or if you get a no, either way, you offered it. So
the requirement is that they need Shakeology. So if it's a new person, then yeah, an order has to be made because they have to get their Shakeology. If it's an old person, they either have the option of they have some left or they'll need to order another bag. So they do, if you're new, then yeah, you need people to order something, to get that Shakeology. So that's our challenge group. And then our other option for December 5th is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So the people that are telling you no, we're going to do, and we just said we will open this to our whole team unless you want to run your own. We are doing a free BOD group. And I've done one and I absolutely loved it. I called it Work Your BOD. And BOD stands for Beachbody on Demand. And this is free. I don't know if you're aware, but Beachbody gives us 30-day free memberships for Beachbody on Demand, where that person has access to sometimes full programs. There's a lot of programs released on there, but also the newer programs, they put one workout from that program. So like there's one Quarter Force on there. There's one 21-day fix. There's one, I have a list. So let me break it down and explain it. You're going to post or be messaging when you're following and they're going to say, money's really tight. I can't do it, but later on. And you're going to say, okay, that's okay because I have a 2-week, you heard me, December 5th through the 18th, 2-week free group where I'm going to give you a meal plan and we're going to do fun tips and check-ins, and you're going to get to try out all of our workouts for free. I love this group because, let me just be honest, Kate too, 99% of our sales the past 2.5 years have been 21-day fix because That's what we started with. We know it works. It's short. So that's what we encourage everyone to start with. There are tons of great programs, but we want our people to start there. But this gives people the opportunity to decide for themselves. They can try all of the programs. There's no requirements. They don't have to buy anything at the end of the 2 weeks. They get to see the different things. They get to feel what it's like to be in your group. They get to have 2 weeks of meal plans. They get to see what it's like to have clean eating under their belt. And then, so what we're doing, why we decided 2 weeks. 2 weeks runs us through the 18th, right before Christmas. Then we're going to kind of check out and let people do Christmas. After Christmas, we're going to go back in. We're going to be like, hey, did you keep up with your workouts? How was Christmas? Blah, blah, blah. We want to tell you about what's next. And that's when we're going to start talking to them about our January group. And, what are your goals? How did you feel? Ask a lot of questions. We can do that in that group environment. They can feed off of each other. And then we're going to tell them, well, you know what? Our next group starts January 9th. We have a company-wide health bet where our company is putting up to $3 million in a pot that you can win. Part of that cash pot, we won $16 in the first one. We can kind of tell them, and we can say, are you ready to do this with us? And those people that are ready and they order early, Kate and I are opening up a prep week group on Facebook January 2nd, because let's face it, some people, they decide they're starting January 1st and they do not want to wait until January 9th. They don't want to wait that week, whatever. They're ready to start. So when the BOD people are going to still have access to 30 days of Beachbody On Demand. So they're going to get to continue their workouts, use their meal plan. So the only thing they're waiting on are their shakes, but they don't have to wait. They can start. And then any new orders that you have, every person that orders a challenge pack gets 30 days free of BOD included. So you guys, don't make your challengers wait until they get their boxes in. Encourage them to start right when they order, when they're excited about that they just did this for themselves. Tell them, go do your workout today, come back and check in. I want to know how it is. I've been doing that, and I feel like my people are so much more motivated, and they just roll into it and don't push off starting. I feel like by the time that, our shipping is a little bit longer, by the time it comes in, that excitement wears off, and then they tell you, well, I haven't read the book. Get them started. So December 5th through the 20th is Fitmas. Then, we're going to be talking about that at the end of December, and that's when we're going to lock in Success Club 5 or 10. 3 people in December that you're going to help get started either now or making those New Year's resolutions. And you're not going to quit posting about that once you lock in your 3 people. You're going to keep posting and keep inviting, and maybe that's going to lead you to, people in January or February that waited to get on board. And I like that it's the 9th, because that does give us time to still talk in January and let people still order, January 2nd, 3rd, and, it could be in on the 9th still. So really you could kind of get into December, beginning of January ready. Let me jump back.
So for the BOD group, they don't have Shakeology. So the only requirement is they do 1 30-minute workout a day free on BOD, and then we're going to provide them with a meal plan. Jamie Carter made an amazing looking meal plan for our Core de Force group. She split it up into 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. And it says Core de Force on there, but we're actually going to just see if we can take that Core de Force off and just let it be a general meal plan, which we can share with all of y'all, and y'all can use it in y'all's groups separately, or if y'all are in our group with us. And we're going to provide them with 2 weeks of meal plans, because I think that's the biggest scare with so many people is well, what am I going to eat? I don't know how to eat healthy. And And I think like them getting to see a legit meal plan like that would work for 21 Day Fix, Hammer and Chisel, Country Heat, or Quarter Force, I think that's going to really help people like be like, okay, I can do this. And then the only missing piece is that Shakeology. And it's our job as coaches that throughout those 2 weeks that they're in the BOD group that we're going to be posting about our shakes. We're going to be sharing how that's a meal. Shakeology is shown as a meal in that meal plan. So that's going to be like, they're going to think, okay, that's the thing I need. That's the only thing I don't have. I can do this starting January. They're going to get a full glimpse of and realize that they could do this in January.
And yeah, I skipped it. Sorry, I didn't describe that a lot. In my group that I did, I posted that meal plan. And so this is how it works. We open the group up and you're advertising it. You're talking about it. Once you have somebody say they want to do it, you can send them a link, your link. Sorry, I'm so hot. I got to take this off. You can send them your link and they will be able to sign up for their free account. I do not add them into the group until I see that they've made an account on my end. At that point, I add them into the group. First thing we're going to be doing is taking before pictures, measurements, and weight, and they're going to have to send those in. We want them to take it serious but have fun. I mean, and they're going to be more committed once they send you those pictures. So we've all had to, do that and learn that. Then at that point, we post the meal plan for week 1. We might post them all, and then I have a schedule of what workouts are available. That way they don't have to go hunt that down. And here's what happened in my last group. My girls were messaging me, asking me, well, what is Shakeology? How do I get that? Because it was in that meal plan. I didn't say anything. And here's the best part. I talked to them about it, and I said, I'm going to talk more about this later. I didn't give them a whole spill. I didn't say anything about ordering. And then the next day they were like, well, what do we want? We want to order. We want to get that Shakeology. And I said, no, we're going to wait. I want you to try out the programs. So right there, they did not feel like I was selling them. They felt.
And you wanted them to try out the program so they could find like their best
Yeah,
fit.
I wanted them to see what they love, not what I started with. What do they love? What type of workout do they like, so that they're going to commit to it and be more excited about it, which is why I love this. And then they were like, oh, okay. So after we did, 4 to 5 different workouts, and pretty much they knew right away. They kind of, I think, were just looking at the different types and we're like, I'm not going to like that. But they were like, okay, we know what we want to do. I want to go ahead and get this and start. And in the meantime, I had been posting about my big group that was starting, my like full-on challenge group, and they wanted in there. So
let's talk about how to get people for this. This is something that people don't have to order anything, and they don't have to wait for an order to come in. So this is something you can literally post about every single day and advertise about until December 4th, 5th. Like you can, they don't, all they have to do is sign up for that free account, which takes 0.5 seconds, and then they're in.
I'm praying that December 1st, they're going to not make you have to put in your credit card info. They told us they were taking that away, and that'll make it easier. If there truly is no, strings attached,
so
that'll be right.
What she means by that is, in the past, when people go get that free account, Beachbody makes you put in your credit card. They don't charge you anything. But then after the 30 days, they start charging you to keep that account. And it's our job as coaches to go in before the 30 days and remind them, hey, if you don't want to continue on with BOD, go and cancel it before you get charged. But the new thing that Beachbody is starting with, and I think it's supposed to happen December 1st, is that you don't have to put in your credit card anymore, which I know is it makes some people think, I don't want to have to cancel anything. So posting about this, it's going to be so easy and fun because people don't have to buy anything. So it's a free 2-week support accountability home for people in what month is it? December. And it's just like, it's fun. You don't have to feel salesy. You don't have to feel like you're bothering people. It's just you getting to let people in for 2 weeks and letting them see like how much fun you have with how much fun the workouts can be, how easy the meal plan can be, what the support community is like. So advertise the heck out of it, because there's probably so many people that have been watching you that are just like, God, money's so tight right now, and my husband would kill me if I bought something, that they just need to see that free word, and that might make them comment. So definitely post about this and advertise about this 2-week bod, and don't skip out. I mean, I've never run a bod group before because for the longest time it really intimidated me. And this month it's like same for you. Like don't skip out, because if you're confused about it, like please just ask, because it's not as confusing as I thought it was either. It's really actually pretty simple and fun to let people get to sample each workout. So
right after this, I'm going to create a file with that link, and also like this workout schedule, some of the workouts. So if you do want to run your own, like you can use that. We're going to post the Core de Force workout meal plans. Or if not, like we're going to get ours open up, and you can just hop on in there, and, you know, we'll take turns doing little check-ins or tips and stuff. So we only have a few minutes, so I want to run the dates. We're going to do a Glimpse into Coaching live night. We haven't done one in a while. December 29th at 9 p.m. So what that is Kate and I get together at Kate's house usually, and we just go on live and talk about the coaching experience, the coaching journey, what it is, answer some questions. And what you can do is you guys own this as a business. Yes, we help people get healthy and in shape, but we also help people start businesses and get to do that and have a second business, a second income, or support your family income. So even if you don't feel like you're making money yet, you will, first of all, and you can help others do that too. So as you're talking this month about why you love coaching, then you can add those people if they're interested into that. It's just a 1-day group where we do some posts and then go live that night. January 2nd, like I said, prep week for the health bet. We're doing that on Facebook, so we can do a few live videos and just be more personable. Kate and I like Facebook groups better. And then the health bet starts January 9th. That is an app group. This is our plan. We've never done this before, so this is going to be new for us. Our plan is to tell our people that we are opening the app group, we are putting them in the app group, and the app group is their place for check-in. We're not going to be over there posting because nobody reads it. They go in there and they log their shake and they log their workout, and that's all that's for. Then we already opened that prep week up where everybody's in there. We're going to be doing tips and check-ins, or maybe not even check-ins, just tips and info and pictures of our food and whatever in the Facebook group. So they are getting the best of both worlds in January. And then January 30th, we are going to be hosting a week-long Let's Hit Emerald group. So we talked about becoming a coach December 29th. We wanted to give people time to sign up. Maybe they signed up with a challenge pack for the January group as a coach. They're a new coach. We want them to be able to focus on being the best challenger they can for 2 weeks for sure, before we throw a lot of coaching stuff at them. That gives us time by January 30th where they've got some results, they're excited, get them in an Emerald group and start learning how to share. And then in that same week, February 2nd, we're going to do another What is Coaching Live night. The reason behind this is because we've got new coaches in there, or coaches that we're all going to be trying to add coaches to our team. So we need to do another live night that same week, that as we're talking about all of this stuff that week, we have a place to add them in and tell them all that info. All those people that are watching you document this. So those two things go together. And then January 30th, which is that same week, we're doing another free bod group. Maybe if you do the December group with us, Then January 30th, you're going to feel confident to run your own. And Kate and I are only doing that one 7 days. And here's the thing, you guys, like, this is our brains doing this. If these dates don't work for you or you want to change something, you know, we are all our own CEOs. You can't. This is just our schedule that we're doing, and feel free to use it. 7 days, and then February 15th, we're hosting our next 30-day challenge group. So we are moving our challenge groups. Instead of 21 days, we're going back to 30 days, which is what we did at the beginning 2.5 years ago. And we're gonna either, and kind of the reason Core de Force is 30 days, I'm doing 3 rounds of Core de Force. So this kind of lines up with my rounds also. But you know, if people are doing longer programs, max 30, 60 days, Body Beast is 90 days, you know, things like that, we want to give them more than 21 days. So that's what we're doing. You don't have to. And then, of course, we let our customers roll into the next group. So all of those people that are with us in December, they're going to get to go into the Health Bet group with us. All of the people that started New Year's resolutions, they're going to get to roll into the February group, you know, with us. So that's how we do it. We want to always continue to support, you know, our customers and help them continue to get results, not just, oh, see you later, I got my Success Club points. That's not what this is about. You know, we truly want to help people. That's our game plan. I'm going to go post some stuff in the team page.
Okay, so we decided February 15th just to bypass Valentine's Day, just in case people are weird about starting before Valentine's Day. And then one last date is, if you're pushing for 2-star diamond, you need to have your 2-star locked in by February 22nd. And so that's why we have that Emerald group. The last Emerald group that we ran, it was amazing. We want to do that same thing again. We want to open it up to leaders to do live videos in there so it can be a team-wide thing. But you need your people to hit Emerald because you need them to hit Diamond. So if you're pushing for 2-star, you need it locked in by February 22nd. So figure out who wants Emerald, and they've got to be in that Emerald group. We thought about running 2 Emerald groups, but that seems a little too much. So we have 1 Emerald group spaced out at the perfect time, so you can let your people hit Emerald, so you can then, you know, get 2-star locked in for February 22nd.
If you have questions, go post in the Facebook group. We're about to get kicked off. Thank you guys so much for hopping on. This was a lot of info. We will definitely be redoing a calendar soon, probably in the December 1st notes. We'll have all of these things laid out. Now you kind of know where we're coming from and why. And last thing, whatever the date is, back it up 2 weeks, and that's when you start advertising. Don't wait until the weekend before and then say, well,